everybody, and welcome to the Smart Coast Morning Show, broadcasting from the home of the comic book man. My name is Ming Chen. Sitting across from me, the lovely, the talented, the gimpy Samantha Quintus.
Well, my father calls me Stumpy, so...
Stumpy?
That's actually not something I wanted to admit on air, actually. Now I'm...
Yeah, my wife calls me Stumpy, too, but I think it's probably for a different reason. Yeah, but I'm in a good mood today, Samantha Q. I have, it's probably some of my favorite moments, This is why I podcast, because I want to be around my good friends. I want to talk about stuff with my good friends. And today I'm joined by my good friends. Our friends, we're doing a little mashup podcast today.
Yeah.
We have our friends here from PBR podcast. PBR podcast is in the house.
What's up, fellas?
Mike Polano.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Polano has, I guess, well, you've featured me on your podcast.
Many times.
Some of my favorite moments in. I came and you invited me to be on your podcast, and when I left, I was just like, wow, man, this is why I do it. I had so much fun.
It's always a good time, man.
I had so much freaking fun.
Thank you for having us here, dude.
Yeah. And then I got my man Derek here.
That's me.
Left. Hello, my friend.
What's going on, man?
This is your first time here.
Yeah,
Actually, this is the first time we've podcasted.
Yeah, very first time. I met you, though, at the Impractical Joker show in Red Bank, just down the street.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm psyched to be here in the temple that is Jay and Silent Bob, man. That's just great.
If you're gonna podcast, do it somewhere fun, do it somewhere cool.
Somewhere historic.
Somewhere
for
historic.
Podcasting, right? I mean,
yes, we are sitting at a very beat up poker table, and a lot of people are like, "Why don't you throw this thing out, man? This thing's all beat to hell."
This thing is character. I signed it and everything, like with everyone else.
It's graffiti. It smells like beer because I just spilled beer on it. Mike has spilled beer on this table. I think
I've probably spilled beer on this table. I spill beer everywhere.
Is this like kind of like one for my homies kind of deal? Like we like that. It should be a tradition.
I feel like it probably.
I think when we're done, we should. Well, I've done it. You've done it. You two have to spill some beer on.
Well,
this
Derek
table.
only drinks water when he podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so maybe you can spill some water.
Unless it's a Friday.
Is that a safety issue? Like,
no, I just don't really drink. I just don't really drink during the week. Certain days.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I feel like
no, that's good.
I would just like to point out that I am over 21 and I am not advertising and or condoning the fact that there was a beer at this table that was spilled on the table.
No, that's on me.
That was Ming Chen that did that.
That was on me. Ming Chen.
I vaguely recall when you were the guest and I was co-hosting, you drank a shitty beer, and it wasn't a Friday.
A, not shitty. B, Bud Light.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, because I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm not going to drink a beer.
It pains me to have to sit here in silence because you're talking about Bud Light and debating on whether or not it's good or bad, because I feel like, kind of obligated not to say it's a shitty beer.
Sure.
Bud Light, you should sponsor every podcast that we're involved with. Ming Chen's.
Right.
Right. You're part. Yeah. I want to say Quintas, but it's not Quintas.
Yes,
it is actually Quintas.
Is it really?
Only a douchebag says it that way.
Yeah, only douchebags say it
but
that
that's
way.
the right way to say it.
That's the right way to say it.
But it's Quintas.
Quintus.
In like real American language.
Little Dos Tres Quintas.
Philip, everybody.
You're giving me flashbacks to last night. I just need a quick poll on the table. I went to MSG last night. I saw U2.
Oh, nice.
Band that I grew up watching. I'm not rabid. There are some rabid U2 fans out there where like that's all they listen to. It's all they eat, sleep, and drink.
Yeah.
I grew up with one of those guys. Couldn't stand him.
Couldn't stand him.
And I appreciate them. They come up with some monumental songs. Sold a lot of albums. They're musicians.
That's how I am, I think. I mean,
they're great. Now, on the other hand, they're also very political as well.
Yeah.
They stand up for. The AIDS is not political, but they stand up. They're always mentioning Ireland. Ireland, Dublin. We came from Dublin. We stand for Ireland. This many people died. Which that's good that they're bringing awareness. But
always a cause.
Yeah, there's one point in the show though where they're showing up a video, and it's like, don't be a citizen of your country. Be global. Be a global citizen. I'm like, well. Are you guys just plugging like Ireland's the greatest thing since Guinness?
Well, I was just saying that's like Dispatch does their whole thing for Zimbabwe, even though like all those guys are not from Zimbabwe, but they do. They like hit up Zimbabwe really hard. They do all their shows for them. So I mean, I feel like bands just kind of find that niche where they like run with it. I mean, obviously Ireland is because it's Bono.
I guess. Can't they just play music? Well, here's the thing. I posted photos from there. Because I wanted to brag that I was there.
You took a sick shot too, man. I saw.
Yeah,
it was
pretty
cool, man.
It was pretty good. But all under it is like, U2 sucks. I hate you. U2's a horrible band. Like, it's cool to knock U2. And I'm just like, no, man, they're good. They're good. I'm just here to say it. But I didn't know your opinion. that is there have been sometimes I've hesitated.
Well, I think we should preface this conversation to Derek because he might not be old enough to know who U2 is. So we have to really talk about do you know who that band is?
Yeah, have you heard of? You heard of U2? It's not Taylor Swift. It's not Miley Cyrus.
I mean, it's not the NSYNC or Menergize or
right.
What was the name of the boy band you were in? I don't know if Sam knows this about you. But Ming, I don't know if you know this, and I know your audience probably doesn't know, so we should point it out.
Yeah, we should point something out
here.
Yeah,
Derek D was in a boy band.
Really?
Yes.
This comes up like every show.
Well, this isn't our show, right?
No, it comes up every one of our shows.
No,
I try to do.
So what boy band was it?
Whatever. It's called Mixed Results with a Z.
Mixed
results.
Mixed results. And was this put together by Lou Pearlman? Was this a Lou Pearlman joint?
No, it was a long time ago.
Did he steal all your money? Is that why you have to podcast
No,
now?
we traveled around, did a bunch of talent shows. We won a bunch of them, but then it was we were like people were like getting interested, and then some of the guys were like, this is too much for me, and then
too much.
Whatever. It was. I mean, it wasn't really whatever. What are we gonna talk about this every day?
Anyway, hold on. I just how many members were there?
5.
Okay, I have a question. Like, which one were you? There's always like the sexy one, the geeky one,
right? The scary one,
the
baby one,
the one that you know is going to go to rehab, the one that you know is going to kill a girl.
You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome, Derek.
Which one were you?
Right. I don't know. I want to think if I was anyone, I was like the Justin Timberlake of the group.
Oh, come on! You can't say that.
I can't say that.
You were like,
just
come
aim
on.
for the top.
Wait, what was it called?
Kevin?
I will look at the picture. I'll tell you which one you were.
Picture.
Is there like a picture of you guys?
Yeah,
no, of course not.
I mean,
did you guys cut albums? Is there an album?
No.
There's no Mixed Results album?
No.
I can't like Google like a picture of you guys?
No. We weren't like that. It didn't get to that point. We the only thing that literally exists online is a Throwback Thursday I put up like 2 Thursdays ago of me dancing, of us dancing.
Yeah, well, did you have moves? Dance moves?
Oh, yeah, we had moves.
Yeah.
We had 8 minutes of straight choreography.
So wait, when I typed in Mixed Results boy band, you're not that guy.
Is that a boy? Is that really for real?
Is that you?
Oh, that's
not
like,
you?
No.
There's like a lot of boy bands.
Boy bands meet MMA in Korea. I don't know. It's not. That's not us.
That's not him.
No, that's basically what they were. Less Asian though.
Did they relaunch and not tell you? Like,
well, then you got these guys.
Nope, that's not us. We did rock some turtleneck sweaters like that.
Like, did you get? Were you like?
Wait, did you rock this stare? That stare?
No, I didn't.
The camera.
I didn't do that stare.
So, like, were you knee deep in Hess too?
I mean, it was college. It was like early.
Yeah,
it was like
man,
sophomore year.
Like,
I mean, there was not
just yes or no. It's not a hard question.
I think more because of college, not because of the boy, not because of the boy.
No, man, I went to college. I wasn't knee deep in Hess.
Well,
oh man, but no, seriously, I think like Kevin always said he was like the Fatone of the group.
Okay.
Andre was like the JC.
Okay.
Justin. We actually had a dude named Justin.
Right. I was just saying, like all these names, like there was a Kevin in the Backstreet Boys. I mean, Andre, that's like a throwaway, but
there was a Sam. There was
Good
so
name.
yeah, I think I was like I was the JT.
Let's break it down, right? You have to have the dirty one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
You have to have the pretty one.
Yes.
You have to have the talented one.
Right.
Right. What else is there?
The one that nobody likes.
The one that nobody likes, like Chris Kirkpatrick.
Right.
Right. Like he was the one. So like, where did you fall into there?
He thinks he's the pretty boy.
No.
He said he was Justin Timberlake.
I think I was.
He was like the talented one, right?
No, he was the pretty boy.
But he was
no
talented.
one in NSYNC was talented.
Great. I mean,
JT is talented.
Yeah,
talented.
He's talented post NSYNC.
No,
no,
come on, talent just doesn't show up.
I was a Backstreet Boys fan.
I was about to say that was right in your wheelhouse. You were about 10, 11 when they came out, maybe or 3. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, does she know who U2 is? Come on, guys.
Do you know who U2 is?
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Did you see Jimmy Fallon there last night?
I did.
Yeah.
So just to
Did
preface
you see him
this,
personally? Did he come up to you and say Ming Chen?
Well, hold on.
God.
This is what happened. They're playing the concert. About halfway through the concert, Bono turns to this dude. He's holding the sign that says "Singer with a Broken Finger." This dude out there with a broken finger. He's like, "Hey, you look like you're down, and you're like, want to come up and sing a song?" And the
100%
guy runs.
plan though.
Yeah, of course. The guy runs up there. He's like, "Oh man, this is great." I was like, "Tell us your name, where you're from." "Hi, my name is Jimmy Fallon. I'm from New York City, New York." And crowd goes nuts.
Yeah.
It's freaking Fallon. And then they proceed to let him sing "Desire."
And he probably crushed it, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He did because he's great at that.
Yeah, he's
Talented
great, dude, man.
It was that was. I thought that was cool. And then after that, they brought up the Roots. to play the horn section.
Oh,
on
yes.
Angel of Harlem. Like that
How
was
was that?
That was amazing.
That's awesome.
That was amazing.
I believe that you two actually would put on like an amazing show. Like him or hate him.
Yeah.
We were talking about this the other day. Bruce Springsteen was in Asbury Park. I'm personally not a Bruce Springsteen fan, but it's one of those shows that like certain bands and certain people, you just know that the show is going to be phenomenal.
Have you seen Bruce?
No.
Well, that's why you're not a Bruce Springsteen fan. Like
Oh,
seriously,
okay.
if
I thought you were gonna like put down Bruce. Like you don't want to see him.
No, man. Like if you, because I mean, you know, I like some of Bruce's music. I like a lot of it. Some of it's not fantastic, but if I saw him rehearsing at the convention hall where he just kind of opened it up.
Oh, in Asbury?
Yeah,
Asbury Park?
Yeah, it was the last time he went on like a world tour.
Yeah.
And there was a line all the way down the boardwalk, and we got in. And he even went. There were so many people there. You couldn't not fill the place. He fills Giant Stadium, right?
Yeah.
So he opened up all the sides of Convention Hall where those bars are now, and he put speakers out so everybody out on the boardwalk that couldn't get in could hear. And they just practiced, and they would stop in the middle. This is before the saxophone player passed away.
Yeah.
And you know what? It really made me a fan. That like he would do that, and the way he talked to the crowd, and seeing him live, especially in Asbury. Was cool.
I was to say that was like the whole thing too. Like it was just like to see Bruce in Asbury, on the boardwalk. Like, come on, that had to be like the most epic.
Yeah,
and I'm
cool.
sure it was lost on most of the people at the bar that he was at. Like, I'm willing to
You
bet.
think?
I think.
No, if you're,
I
I didn't even grow up here. Like I feel the.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
the loyalty or the, whatever.
I feel like most of my generation, like my friends would be like, Bruce Springsteen, fuck this, we're going to Brick Wall. You know, like
I disagree.
That's just how I feel about my friends.
I can't believe you just said that on a public.
I know.
Radio
in New
show.
Jersey, you're sitting in.
Oh, I didn't say that. I'm saying my friends said that.
Oh, okay.
Me,
Okay.
I was like super pissed. The next day, I was just like, I'm blaming Ming Chen for everything. We went to the Asbury Lanes.
If you want to yell at her on Twitter, it's at the Zen Librarian.
Yes.
Feel free to just
throw eggs at
her.
Yes. Oh God.
Hashtag
Hashtag eggs, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what that is listening to this show.
I'm sure there are some people.
Well, we throw eggs at people.
Right.
You know. Yeah. So at the Zen Librarian.
Yes.
Right.
The Zen Librarian.
The Zen Librarian.
Throw eggs at her.
Hashtag eggs.
You can use pictures, anything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I like that.
It is.
Just it's a fun way to
This
say.
is why I love you guys.
It's a fun
man.
way to say I love you.
That's why I love you guys. You guys like talk in unison. We never do that.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
And to Ming said Ming Chegs.
Ming Chen.
Min Chegs. Chegs.
Yeah. All right. So to summarize, we're all Springsteen fans.
Yeah,
I like you too,
and
man.
we're all U2 fans.
I like
Well,
you too.
I can't say I'm a big fan of you two. I appreciate them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like what the Edge does is just different. He's a different kind of guitar player. But yeah, I would definitely. I never seen them live, but I would appreciate to see them live.
Yeah.
I saw that really terrible U2 tribute band, which is like the best U2 tribute
They
band.
have the worst name. What's the name?
To You.
Yeah. Come on.
And, no, to be fair, like he sounded just like Bono when he sung.
Okay.
The problem was in between every song he had to speak, and he didn't sound a thing like him.
Yeah.
So it really took me out of the moment.
Why wouldn't you impersonate the speaking voice too? It's
I have
not
no
that
idea.
hard.
Like he was singing the songs, and he sounded
It's like,
so
hello
good.
everybody,
Like
my name is Bono.
you could close your eyes and think it was Bono.
I'm
And then,
here
like,
from the humble citizen from North Dublin.
and then like he would just speak, and he sounded like some like my neighbor basically, and it was just like that's not Bono.
Yeah, your neighbor sucks.
There's so many
My
tribute
neighbor's
bands.
awesome.
No, I don't know your
Like
neighbor.
Bruce Springsteen has a lot of tribute bands. They have the B Street Band.
Yeah.
Which is there's a bunch of them obviously here, but some of those guys like they nail it too. They got his mannerisms down like we're on the swing door swing. It's crazy. It's crazy. He came into there used to be a skate park called Casino Skate Park.
Yeah.
Right
You
where
used to rollerblade there, right?
I did.
Yeah, because you were a rollerblader.
I was
See what
good.
I did there? I just threw it out.
I was sponsored by that skate shop, and I skated in Warped
Most
Tour.
people skateboarded there. He rollerbladed.
No, rollerblading was huge, and I was good.
Oh, you were that douchebag who was like, "Who the hell is that?" Like
Wrist
doing-
guards.
Yeah,
No.
Wrist guards. You're like
Knee
doing
pads.
spins and like
No,
triple
no.
sow cows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, man, I was rails, ramps, and half pipes.
Okay.
That's what I
All
did.
right, on rollerblades, not a skateboard. Not on a deck.
Dude, don't sleep on it. Our wheels are attached.
TRS Lightnings?
We can't bail. I had TRS.
Yeah, I know you did.
But then I had fatties, and then I had Daytona. Relax.
Couldn't even get like a Vision skateboard or like.
No, I did skateboard. I wasn't that good. I snowboard though. No,
Okay.
Anyway, my point was, it was just me and my buddies skating there one day. There was no one else in there, and all of a sudden this guy walks in. We look over and he's like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And it was Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, wow.
We were like,
That's cool.
He's like, "What is this place?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, Bruce, we're rollerblading." Oh, it's cool. That's all. He was like so like chill. He had a jean jacket on.
Yeah.
And then he like left.
Oh, Thunder Road.
Yeah. Isn't that funny if he just starts talking and like mentioning his song names?
Yeah.
Like, oh, listen, Blaze here. You do a little trick, maybe call it Thunder Road.
I'm just about starving tonight. Like, looking for some action. I was like,
what about you? I'm in love with a Jersey girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they blew up the Chicken Man in Philly last night. Like, what? Like, yeah.
On the streets of Philadelphia.
Yeah, I see him at the gym I go to a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, for instance, Bruce Springsteen, go to the workout world and
Oh, that's terrible. Why would you do that?
Because he's there with it. It's funny though. He doesn't seem to be working out all that much. He sits there and he talks to people.
I'm sure. How was he gonna have the time? Everybody's gonna go up to him, right?
Yeah.
You
Well,
probably experienced a little bit of that too, right?
Especially now that Ming Chen just told everyone where Bruce Springsteen works
go get a
at.
membership and then
Workout World's gonna have like elevated enrollment this month.
yeah, but
Not gonna know why.
He's blasting his lats. Leave the guy alone. That's all I'm saying.
Listening to himself too.
I love that phrase, blasting his
Yeah,
lats.
blasting the lats, man.
He's blasting his lats.
Yeah, doing some tricep pull downs. It's like, yo, man, not right now. Not right now. Hey, man, not right now. I'm blasting my lats.
So, what do you think like the correlation is to successful rock singers and politics?
Oh, I
hate
don't
it.
think there is a correlation.
Yeah,
Is
but
there?
like Bono and Bruce, all the people we've been talking
No,
about,
that's
they
true.
all like kind of go out and
Yeah, but they didn't start out that way, did they? You
No,
two, maybe.
no.
You two did because
no, they
they
started
sang
out
on
as hungry artists, right? Like
Yeah.
I hate it.
underground.
I fucking hate it.
What why does it happen?
It's-
You become entitled.
Because they have a platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they have an
exactly.
audience.
And they go to these. They go to like the campaign
I don't
trail.
see. I don't think it's so much them going to the campaign. I think it's the campaign realizing like, oh, these people have the platform to talk, and people who will listen.
Fans will
and
listen.
They, and they go
Yeah.
to them and they say like, hey, we'll shoot you this if you mention us here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's politics.
I hate
Everything's
it.
politics nowadays.
Speaking of politics, you guys been following the election?
Oh God.
Have you?
I go home. My parents are like very, very.
Are they political? Your parents? Do they watch?
My mother watches Fox News all
Oh,
day, every
God,
day,
all right.
especially
What?
since she's homesick.
Geez, that's not fair and balanced.
Yeah, especially.
I don't hate Fox News though. I really don't.
Especially since she's like home all day now and like
Right.
can't leave the house. Like I go home and like she's watching Fox News and I'll look at like something's recording on the TV and I'm like, what's
She
recording?
records the news.
Your mom's
She
DVRing
fucking
Fox News?
DVR is Fox News,
that's
so if she
crazy.
falls asleep, she can go back and watch it. And I'm like,
You do realize CNN is just as much bullshit.
Yeah, just the other way.
all
That's
the
why
the
you have
other
to
way,
read Al
exactly.
Jazeera's.
But like she gets so mad at me because I'll be like, oh, you should really be watching CNN, and that sends her off into this tirade about how unfair they are. And despite the fact that I'm agreeing with her, I'm like, yes, mom, they're definitely
What-
biased to liberals. She's just on a rampage about how she can't believe she raised such a liberal daughter.
What does your mom think of Donald Trump?
Well, my father's a little more like right about him. He's like, he thinks he has good ideas about
Yeah.
fixing businesses,
Yeah.
but he has a terrible foreign policy. And anytime,
Do you think his foreign policy is bad?
well, his foreign policy is when they ask him about it, he's just like, oh, well, I've like networked with people in foreign countries to build hotels.
Oh, he totally has. You don't know this? Don, you've totally worked with people in foreign countries.
Sam Quintas, go fuck yourself.
I think he's right here. You have some.
Wow.
yeah,
He's
there
right.
he
Whoa.
Do you have some shit you want to say to Don, Sam? You don't like his pop?
It fucking sucks, but I love his casinos, which aren't his anymore.
My casinos are none of your fucking business. Listen to me.
Well, this is great.
You're fired.
Mark Maron gets Obama. Sam
okay,
and Ming
so-
and
so-
PBR
so
get
Don,
Donald Trump.
So
Yeah,
Don,
that's it.
Don, now,
Yes.
now, don't you think, as a Republican, you should be supporting other Republicans, not going after him?
I support me. I support me and my life and my wife, my kids, and the American people, and the Mexicans.
Wait,
But yo-
I thought you didn't like the Mexicans.
I love them. I love the food. You're fired.
What about the veterans? I thought you liked the veterans.
Love them. They're stupid.
I love it because you've been working on it. You've been working on your Donald.
A little bit.
It's not that good though.
It's
No,
getting there.
it's getting there. It's
Not bad. It's not bad.
Listen, I try.
You know what though? He's one of those.
It's almost a little like Nixon too in there.
Oh,
Though.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I kind of hear a little like I'm not a crook in
I
there.
am not a crook.
Exactly.
That's the Point Break Nixon.
Yeah.
The Nixon.
That's
Nixon.
Gary Busey, not Gary Busey.
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
doing
Swayze.
Nixon.
Rest in peace. The crazy thing is though about Trump is that like we're so screwed right now. It's like Do we need a crazy asshole like that?
I think we might.
I don't know what. It's like so insane right now. Everything's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
the world's over.
Do we want another Clinton in there? Do we want another Bush in there? Let's just start anew. Let's just nothing
house.
related. Just
He's not that far behind, if not leading in a lot of the primary polls.
Yeah, he's
people
really.
Yeah,
He kind of is.
Yeah, and people
because he's like the tabloid candidate right
and I'll tell you
now,
what the
and
problem
people
is.
love him. They just can't wait to see what he's going to do.
He kind of does tell it like it is, though.
He does.
He sticks his foot in his mouth with like the stupid border shit. Like
most of America is addicted. Luckily for our professions, right, to television and reality TV.
Yes.
Like people, and I love you, Roxanne, but people like my sister who watch these housewives shows, and and Donald Trump is a part of that. Let's not forget all of those shows he has, and people will vote for him because of that.
Yes.
And that is scary as shit, but it might work.
Whether you like Obama or not, most people voted for him because he was charismatic.
Well, and I mean, to be fair, like I think a lot of people who don't know anything about politics, a lot of women who don't know anything about politics will just vote for Hillary because she's a woman.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the problem. That like a lot of
black people voted for
Obama because he was black. Exactly. You know, like that's not like racist to say that. That's the truth. You know.
Speaking of black people, man.
Okay. Yes.
Remember the question? And
I love black people.
We all love black people. I'm actually 25%, but
me too. Because I'm Italian.
Word up, Sicilian. Boom, fisted. So. We talked a long time ago when you were on the podcast. People might have heard it. People might not have. We were talking about can you make a superhero like Peter Parker was the example. Just change their ethnicity.
Sure.
And they are making another Spider-Man, but he's not Peter Parker. He's a Hispanic guy, right?
Miles Morales.
Okay,
yes.
so I'm totally cool with that. I'm on board with that.
Yes.
But I was at the movies and Fantastic Four came out and now correct me if I'm wrong.
Johnny Storm is black. Yes.
But is Johnny Storm the original Fire guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Flame on. Yeah.
You can't. You can't just change him to a black
Storm's
guy.
brother, Sue Storm is white. So.
But to be fair, does the color of his skin really have anything to do with anything that he does?
Color.
It's not how it was written originally.
You're right. He was written as a white guy, like the Brown Hornet was written as a black guy. Right. I don't think you could take. You could just draw the Brown Hornet because everybody hates Jello pudding pop.
Oh, Bill Cosby. Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Brown Hornet.
You can't just draw
you're
him
going
now.
Way back.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, then he's the White Hornet.
Right, a totally different character, and I'm cool with that. We can have a White Hornet.
Right. So when do we see the Quaalude Hornet?
Oh, right.
Are we getting that next?
What was the Brown Hornet doing?
Yes. I don't know. I think Stanley put it best. He's like, I created these characters as, listen, ethnicity has nothing to do with that, but I created them whatever race they were.
Right.
If you want a cool Hispanic or black or whatever superhero,
just write one.
Go write one. Like, I'll do it. And he was like,
says?
I'll do it.
Is Venom?
I love that.
Yeah. Is Venom a white dude?
Venom is Ming would have
yeah, one of them's a white dude.
Isn't Venom still Peter Parker, but it's just something took over the uniform, right?
The symbiote, yeah. It was a symbiotic relation, or if you watch movies, it
was Topher Grace.
Eddie. Crap, I can't remember his last name.
It's Topher Grace.
Eddie, what's his face? Yes.
Has Stanley ever been in this shop?
He has.
That's cool.
He's been on the show, right?
He has been on the show, yes.
That's
he has
awesome.
sat right in that seat, right where you're sitting at.
On a podcast?
Not on a podcast. He didn't get on a podcast, but he was sitting there and he actually rested his head on there and fell asleep.
Are you serious?
He was 90 at the time. So
how old is he now?
He's 92.
Jeez.
Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Super humble.
Yeah. I don't know about humble, but and nor does he have to be.
No, if you create,
but he's not arrogant either.
Okay.
We'll just say he's Stan Lee.
Yeah. Paul Rudd was on Howard Stern last week talking about him and said he was just like the coolest guy ever.
He really is.
Well,
yeah.
I forget his cameo.
Who stands?
Yeah.
And Ant-Man? I didn't see it.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to mentally look at Megan and have him tell me what it was.
He had, I can't remember if it was like a flashback scene or he was with
I
the
can't
lady.
remember.
He was near the end though. Yeah.
I remember it was near the end.
Yeah.
Was it good? Was Ant-Man good?
It was good. Let's talk about Ant-Man.
Without giving spoilers.
Yeah, so you guys haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably due mainly to... did you see the trailer? You're like, this doesn't look like that good, right?
I heard it was, and I heard it wasn't.
No, I heard it was.
You did?
Yeah, I was like really on the fence about it, but after all the rave reviews,
you weren't on the fence. You were like on the other. You ran.
Oh yeah.
You were on past the fence and like.
Yeah, I was just like, this movie's gonna fucking blow.
It was good,
and I was like,
I liked it,
and I was like,
I liked it a lot.
Like, I bought the ticket.
I put it like I liked it better than Guardians of the Galaxy just because whoa. I'm just not a huge Chris Pratt fan. I am a huge and we were talking.
You better get used to him because he's about to be Han Solo,
exactly.
right?
He's gonna be Han Solo. He's gonna be Indiana Jones. He's
gonna be everything.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be everything.
He's like new Shia LaBeouf.
He's gonna be the shark in the new Jaws. Like,
Yeah,
He was living in a van in Venice, and now he's like this. Crazy.
So I just
That
like
works.
I don't. He's growing on me, but it's not there yet. So when I saw Guardians, like I was just kind of like, I really don't like his face too much. But like Paul Rudd, like I've been there since Clueless. Like shit.
I'm a big Paul Rudd fan.
That's like Paul Rudd. Name a bad movie Paul Rudd's done.
No way.
He's
He's good.
Yeah, like he can.
That whole like him, Jason Bateman, like Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, like that's like my type of
the modern Brat Pack.
In a perfect world, those are the roles I'm getting.
Right, and he's funny. Most importantly,
I thought he was kind of sexy in this. I think he's getting better with age.
Hey, okay.
Like I think he kind of looks a little like faggy and Clueless.
He worked out a lot.
Oh, who is he? Is he Ant-Man?
He's Ant-Man.
Yeah, man. Scotland.
He worked.
Wow.
Play Scott Lang.
I'm way out of this. Like I'm way behind.
Oh, behind. I thought you were like, I'm not watching that.
No, I'd like to see it.
But I mean, you had zero interest. You thought it was gonna suck.
Yeah, I like left there. I was just like slapping myself in the face, and then the end credits scene. Whoa.
Oh, because you were slapping yourself in the face because it was so good.
Yeah.
Let's
Did you
make this clear.
Did you have to wait to the end to see all the credits roll
Marvel,
by?
Yeah, it's a classic Marvel tactic.
Yeah, I did that when I saw the most recent Avengers, and it was like nothing. It was like
Yeah,
weak.
they didn't do anything for.
Well, mid credit. They made mid credits.
Yeah, it was like mid, and then not the end.
Yeah, but that's one of their trademarks. So the end credit scene, like you got to stay.
Yeah.
And then when people start leaving, we laugh at them.
It's like
it's like idiots.
You don't know.
You're over 10 movies in. You should be staying.
It's like, what are you,
this is
amateurs?
ridiculous.
Like, what's going on here? But highly recommend it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Highly recommend
man.
it. I know it sounds like guy who shrinks to the size of an ant. Like, wow, gee, this is gonna be great. It is great.
And he gets ant
So you ruined that. I didn't even know that. I didn't know he shrunk to a size of an ant.
Well, hence the man.
Come on, that's not a spoiler.
Hence the title.
I just thought maybe he got the powers of an ant. Like right? Spider-Man didn't shrink to the size of a spider.
No, but he,
for a bunch of people who, or for me at least, I spend a lot of time having to think about Lost because my sister's like in love with the show.
Lost.
And,
Okay.
I was a Lost head for a long time.
Yeah, no,
Never
she's
watched.
she's about to give birth, and for a while they went back and forth with names for the baby for the show from the show, and the nursery actually is like a jungle theme, and they have like Lost posters on the wall, and all the books that were in the movie are on like a shelf, despite the fact that the kid's not gonna be able to even read this.
Right.
Yeah, she's ridiculous. It took me the entire movie, and by the entire movie, I mean I had to see it in the end credits to realize that was Evangeline Lilly as the main female.
Oh, she's in this?
Yeah.
Where's
yeah.
she been?
She's a babe.
Yeah, where's she been since
She did a
Lost?
couple of things on TV here and there.
I gotta admit, I liked her better in Lost.
Oh, and
looks
then
wise.
she got pregnant, right? So she had a kid, right? Did she have a kid? Correct me
don't
if I'm
know.
wrong.
Classic error.
right.
Oh, beginning.
Pregnant.
See,
Yeah,
I feel like
pregnancy.
I feel like she lost a little of her hots. Everyone does when they have a kid.
Yeah.
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 Deborah Messing.
don't
She used to be
know.
hot
I
as
don't-
shit. Now
well,
look at her. She looks like a
yeah.
psychopath.
I disagree, but okay.
Yeah, I might have to disagree. I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, crackers, bed wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So, moving on. No. She's hot. What are you going to do? I just haven't seen her since Lost.
She had more of like a in Lost. She was more of like a girl next door look. In this, she doesn't look like a girl next door. She
She's
looks
a businesswoman.
yeah. So
And
I
that's
kinda-
what the
I-
role she plays, so.
Exactly. I kind of liked her a little bit better looks wise in Lost.
Still looks hot.
Oh, she's still hot. Yeah.
I would love to meet her.
Meet her,
You should
bang
get her on
you
your
know.
show, man.
Let's get her on the show.
She was in Ant-Man. She
Yeah.
should come on Comic Book Man.
That's
now.
true.
Let's get her on the show. Can't be that hard, right?
Yeah, think
Well,
about
I
it.
mean,
Like,
you know.
Comic Book Man, like these movies are huge.
Right.
You should be able to get some of these people.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, man, like,
Yeah, just
You had Stan Lee.
Paul,
No, let
Paul,
have
come on,
Stan
just
Lee.
swing by.
let AMC deal with it.
Right? I mean, if you had a producer like Frankie.
oh God,
I mean,
Frankie
you
is
know what I mean?
Frank's great.
Frankie's the best.
Frankie is the best thing about anything. Like life. Frankie
Right.
is, I mean, I can't even say enough good things about Frankie, your producer.
The problem is our intern is Dennis.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And that's the...
Talk about yin and yang, man. You know,
That's
like
it.
opposite ends of the scale, man.
But the
like,
good news is there's no testicles of Dennis here.
Oh, what do you mean?
yeah,
Putting
what
them
do
on
you-
glasses.
Well, bottles. We have bottles. You don't know where that bottle is, man.
Would you like to yell for him? Because he's over there reading it.
Oh, is he?
I like to hear other people yell for him.
Dennis!
Oh,
that
you
was
could have moved
good.
away from the microphone.
Oh.
You needed to whatchamacallit? Who's the Chocolate Rain? Who's that guy?
Yeah, Chocolate Rain, the DJ, like the Chocolate Rain.
No,
guy.
I met that guy. That
Where'd you meet the Chocolate Rain guy?
at the Webby Awards.
Who is the chocolate rain guy?
Remember that? Remember the Chocolate Rain?
Yeah, you don't.
Someday I another
YouTube?
Chocolate Rain.
YouTube
Wait.
phenomenon?
Yeah,
Right?
but he's the famous thing about him, he was like, he put
Can
like
you
text
can you
at the
sing that
bottom.
one more time, Justin Timberlake?
Hold on. It was like he was like, I step away from the mic so I could breathe in. So I was like, you should have done the Chocolate Rain guy. Step away from the mic when you yelled Dennis.
Hold on,
You
you went to
remember
the. Yes, I do remember.
Chocolate
that.
Rain?
Yeah, that's a little before, after your time, or before your time.
It was like,
whatever
oh.
Yeah.
Listen how deep this guy's voice is.
Yeah. Watch. Oh yeah. Play it. Play it up. Play it up.
Chocolate rain.
Wow.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain.
But look, he's like a kid.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His name begins with a T, I think. See the text? I step away from the mic
Wait, let me see.
so I can breathe.
Yeah.
He's like, chocolate
That kid's like
Rain.
12 years
Oh,
old.
Tezande.
It's on day.
Tezande.
Good pill.
He's like he's probably as old as he's like probably late 30s.
In
Excellent
this,
poll.
is he?
No, mid.
He looks so young there, man.
Yeah, he's older. I
Wow.
was surprised.
The next movie in my queue
Okay,
is that I have to see, and I tried to watch it last night, and it just
Fantastic
came
Four?
out.
No.
Staten Island Summer.
Oh, Colin Jost.
Colin Jost, Casey Jost is
Oh
in
wait,
it.
is that on Netflix?
It's not on Netflix yet, but you get it Amazon Prime right now and on iTunes. But the premiere was this weekend.
Yeah. And you guys went?
I did not go.
Oh. Were you
know.
invited?
No, I was not invited.
Oh, what the hell, man? We should all
Womp
get.
womp.
Yeah.
We should be invited to everything, man.
I guess.
Wouldn't that be nice? Literally invited to everything. Grammys.
Everything.
I don't know if
Invited.
Oscars. Yep. Front
What
row
are
seats.
I can see the people around like doing the invites for the Oscars, and they're like, "What are the guys from PBR doing?"
Yeah.
You think we can get, you
Is
think
that
we can get
Fast Lane
them?
Daily guy available?
You think we
Yeah.
can get him?
Yeah. Chen? Quintas?
How do you say it? Quintas, you're a
Quintas?
douchebag.
Quintas.
Exactly. That's how you say it.
Exactly.
But I can't wait to see it, man. I want to give that as much publicity as possible. But so everybody should check that out. Staten Island Summer. Colin Jost wrote it.
Yeah. Colin Jost. Brother of Casey Jost.
Yeah. Who's
who,
in it? Casey's in it.
Oh, yes. Okay. And
They both play cops.
Oh, okay. That I would watch.
Yeah. So
And if you don't know, Casey is he's affiliated with the Impractical Jokers Mafia.
yeah, he's the
And,
head writer.
with Q and all those guys. Yeah, head writer if you like that show. So
But there's a lot of dudes from the main cast isn't from SNL per se, but like a lot of the cast members from SNL are in it.
yeah.
Cameos and stuff.
Yeah, Cecily's in it, and
that's nice.
Bobby Moynihan's in it. You know who else is in it? Oh my god, blonde hair comedian just got a TV show, and I can't remember his name. So I'm sorry, but IMDb.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
That guy, that blonde hair.
Dennis.
Dennis,
Dennis, text me
Dennis!
answer.
come on, Dennis.
Oh, he's over there. Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah, you're yelling over the Buddy Christ over here, back
Yeah,
here.
Buddy Christ is not Dennis.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. So Sam, Ant-Man 2 thumbs up.
Ant-Man 1 thumbs up.
I just love I love everything that I've tried to tell you is good. You poo it.
I'm kidding. No,
immediately.
I liked it. It really was. It was my second favorite film that I saw for the first time this week, though.
Okay.
You had you brought me to another film this week.
I did. Which
Not a brand new release though.
no, it was a movie that came out in like 1992.
Yeah, I was 7.
Which you also
What movie?
pooed.
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh,
way to
poo-pooed
way to add some
Okay,
suspense
okay,
to it, but yes.
So
I
you brought this to me and you said,
In your defense, the first time I saw it was probably only like 3 years ago.
Oh.
But
that's fine, but you know.
But I
like,
knew I knew
Okay,
about
yeah.
it.
Did
It
you
wasn't
see?
like-
Did you see it at the Count Basie?
we did.
Yes.
we did.
Oh.
We invited you guys.
I was away and I wanted to go.
Okay.
but it was a grindhouse with Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
well, so
Tell me it was the first time you saw Pulp Fiction.
No, I've seen Pulp Fiction
Okay.
and I don't like Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
Okay, I think it's like a
God,
John
man.
Travolta's face thing. So
Oh,
that
God.
How can you
Yeah.
not like Pulp Fiction?
I just don't like it.
It's one. It's
It is-
it's one of the greatest movies
Yeah,
of all time.
it is.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
It's trend setting.
Okay, Ming, who would you say my favorite director is?
What's his name? Wes
Anderson. When I was 16 years old, I went to see the Royal
3 years
Tenenbaums.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
I went to see the Royal Tenenbaums, and I walked out of the theater because I thought the movie was so dumb.
Okay.
Now it's one of my favorite movies. So I feel like as I grew up, I learned to appreciate Wes
Okay,
Anderson.
right.
So I don't know, maybe it's me learning to appreciate Quentin Tarantino, but I always say I don't like Quentin Tarantino movies. Dude, this movie was so good.
I think you missed it, man. I think because you grew up and there was people
was-
copying him, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't get.
Well, I was just saying,
right when
Yeah.
we went and saw Pulp Fiction, nothing like that existed.
Yeah, and
I
then
was also
right after there were all these copycats.
Right.
2
I
Days
was
in the Valley.
7 when
Lock,
Reservoir
Stock, and
Dogs
Two
came
Smoking
out.
Barrels.
Go.
What 7-year-old likes Reservoir Dogs?
I did. I loved it.
You loved it
At
when you were
7. What year
7?
did it come out? I
Yeah.
was 7 when that
1992. You're born,
7.
Yeah.
You're born in
Exactly.
1985.
7. It's
You
so
know,
good.
wow, you look amazing for.
When
born in
Pulp
1985.
Fiction came out, I was in California, and I went and I remember riding my motorcycle through the valley to see that movie. I went every day for like a week.
Really?
Because I
Yeah.
loved film.
Yes.
You know, it was my thing. Like film was my thing, and I'd never experienced or seen anything like that
It
in a
was
motion
so-
picture
It
before.
really, like, I mean, so obviously it's been how many years since 1992? I would still like say that I've never seen anything like what I saw in Reservoir Dogs.
That's
Like,
crazy.
That was amazing.
But it was the same style. That's what I'm
like
saying.
it's just oh my
That-
like it literally blew my mind.
That
like,
ear scene.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
What blew your mind? His storytelling or the plot?
I'll tell you what blew
Okay,
my mind.
all right.
About 5 minutes into the movie, that whole scene with them talking around the table in the
Right.
beginning, that had me right there. I sat there like, and I was kind of like, it was hard when I first started watching it because I was sitting next to somebody and Ming was sitting behind us and he had his head in between us
Yes.
and he was quoting all the lines and laughing
I thought
really
you said
loud.
you'd seen it before.
No!
So
I kept looking at him like, Ming, shut up, I can't
that's,
hear.
that's not
And
my
he's-
fault
he's
that you
like,
hadn't seen it.
"Oh."
It's not my fault you hadn't seen it, so I couldn't be like,
That
Toby
scene,
Chu.
that scene,
Toby Wong. Toby Wang.
Toby Wong, fucking Charlie Chan.
That scene got me. Like it got me. That scene was over and I was just like drooling watching this movie.
So I'm sitting there. I sit there behind you. I'm going dick. How many
a lot
dicks
of
is
dicks.
that?
I know. I want to like do one of those like punch him in the face really hard.
I didn't know you hadn't seen it.
I was just like, shut
I
up,
thought you
you're
were
being
fronting
annoying.
like you had seen it. And you didn't like it.
super sound of the 70s continues. Right?
Yes.
How cool is it that like Steve Buscemi's in that though?
Yeah.
And he looks so young.
It's like so
He
weird.
was.
It's like
Yeah.
you see all these great movies and like Steve Buscemi's in a bunch of them. It's crazy. Did you see the usual suspects? Right?
no.
Kaiser Soze.
Yes.
You've never seen the usual.
Wait, you've never seen The Usual Suspects?
Why can't I say the word usual? You've never seen like you
Oh my god.
Short frenulum. Short frenulum.
Usual Suspects.
No.
Please.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'll go home.
Please.
I'll go home and like
Holy
watch it right
shit.
now.
Yeah.
You will love that movie.
You should see also. Well, you didn't like Pulp Fiction. You like Reservoir Dogs. You should see Four Rooms.
Okay.
Four Rooms is good too.
Yeah, right. Four
Yeah,
Rooms
well-
is about a bellhop played by Roth.
Tim Roth. Yeah.
Tim Roth.
Oh, I have a story about Tim Roth while we're at it.
And there's 4 rooms that he's the bellhop in this hotel, but each room that has a story taking place is done by a different director.
Yeah, it's got Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
God.
Tarantino, and I forget
oh my
who the
God.
other two
Yeah,
are.
no one
I've never
remembers the
seen
other
that.
two.
I gotta see
Dude, it's sick and
Can we
twisted.
like
so-
stop podcasting right
Go
now and
watch
just
it.
go watch that? Because
Yeah,
that's
in Tarantino's room and Rodriguez's room, some of the shit that goes down in those rooms is crazy.
Yeah.
Bet.
Well, I told my boyfriend, pray for Alex, that I was going to see Reservoir Dogs. He has this whole list of movies I need to see, and Reservoir Dogs is on it. And
What happens when you get to the end of the list?
We break up.
This guy I used to date.
Yeah, this guy. used to
This
date-
guy I used to date had this last.
Just a
How long have
smack-
you been dating?
This guy or the last guy?
Or the guy before
This guy.
that. Or the guy
well, I've been dating since I was 15, but no, we've been dating.
so 3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
Oh, that was a while.
Yeah.
We've been dating like a year and a half. It's a lot of movies on the list, though. So I don't generally watch them. But he tells me the night before, he's like, oh, people think I look like Mr. And it was a color. And like in my head, I'm like, oh, that's probably not important. When I'm watching the movie, I'll obviously
Yeah.
hear the name and I'll remember it. You know,
Everyone's a color.
yeah, everyone's a color. So they start at this table, and I'm like, oh my God, he looks just like Steve Buscemi. I mean, you've seen my boyfriend. He kind of could look
Yeah,
like
a little
Steve
bit.
Buscemi.
Yeah.
Very,
So,
very, yeah.
so I'm watching it, but he
Sure.
also kind of looks like Tim Roth, Mr.
Yeah.
Orange.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
He actually looks a little more like Mr. Orange. So at the end of it, I call him. I'm like, oh my God, the movie was amazing. He goes, don't you think I look just like Mr. Orange? I was like, ooh, I thought Mr. Pink.
What do you say to that?
He was like, fuck you.
Why? That's a compliment.
I told him I had the hots for Steve Buscemi in Armageddon.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Yo,
not.
you're special.
But not
Sam.
Con Air.
Con Air, no,
Air.
not Con Air.
You liked Chris Kirkpatrick when you were an
No.
NSYNC fan.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was a Backstreet
And the
Boys fan.
the Backstreet Boys.
No,
Oh,
she
God,
liked
I don't
the
know.
Yeah,
AJ. She liked
AJ.
Nope, I didn't like AJ.
And in the NKOTB, who'd you like? The Wahlberg kid. Donnie.
KTB, man,
Donnie.
dude, they still tour and crush.
Yeah, but she liked
Yeah.
the freaky one that nobody
No,
was supposed to like.
New Kids on the Block was a little before me. That was my sister.
Wow.
Please don't go, girl.
Oh, here we go. This is why Menergize never made it. I mean, mixed results.
I love that you call it Menergize. This is a Z and an M in it.
60%.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I think you should give Pulp Fiction another look right now.
I'm
Like,
thinking about it, actually. I didn't want to stay and watch it.
Did you get
It's-
it?
The movie?
when you first
Yeah.
saw it.
All right, tell me what it was really about. What's the plot of
Well,
Pulp Fiction?
it was Pulp Fiction. Oh shit, I can't remember.
Oh man, you didn't get it.
Yeah, like no, I just fucking hated that movie. Like the entire thing, I tried to blank it out. There was, you know what it was? I was a little squeamish about blood at the time, and like the back seat with the blood on it. Like it just,
What happened to Zed?
although
baby.
Reservoir Dogs clearly started the same way. So
We were talking about, so there's seeing Bruce Willis talking with his French girlfriend and how
Mm-hmm.
whiny and shit she is, and like how like I can't stand her.
Yeah.
And that's her character. You can't stand her. She's so freaking like up your ass and like so whiny. And just the thing that cements it is that when he comes back for her and she starts crying. And he's yelling at her and she was crying. It's like he went through all that shit.
Yep.
And like now you're crying. Like, are you kidding me? What the fuck? Like that's so good though.
Let me ask
So
you a question.
great.
Could you take that ever? Right now, somebody here goes into cardiac arrest.
Right.
You punch through the Buddy Jesus thing and you pull out a hypodermic needle
Or
filled
I
with
just-
adrenaline.
Nope.
Could you stab
Nope.
any one of us in the heart with that?
For you, I would do it.
I don't know if I could do it, man.
I could do it.
Like not like an EpiPen.
well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Whenever,
well, no, it has to break the sternum and get to the
an
heart.
EpiPen's in your thigh. Whenever
You
I
actually
tell
inject
people,
it into your heart.
Yeah.
You have to break the sternum.
yeah, you have to like.
You never
break-
saw the movie?
No, I did, but
Yeah,
I,
there's
I'm-
a whole.
I'm
They
like, in
explain
real,
the whole process. You
That was
gotta
a
break through
movie.
the chest plate. It's
Yeah.
like, wait, I got to stab her 3 times. Like, no, idiot.
You have to break the. You have to get through to like
There's a
the
chest
heart.
plate. There's
Yeah,
a
why don't you
plate.
go to the side, get through the rib, and get in there?
No, you have
Right?
Yeah.
Break the
don't
chest
know.
plate and stab the heart.
Yeah.
Interesting fact. Eric Stoltz was supposed to be Marty McFly.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
He would have been terrible.
Would
It would have been a totally different
Well,
movie.
that's why
They
they
started
fired him.
shooting it. They shot a bunch of
Really?
it with him. Yeah, they shot a bunch of it with him.
And
Months.
what? It was too dark.
It just didn't work.
Has Eric Stoltz aged in the past 20 years? Because I'm convinced
yeah,
he's
he
a
has.
fucking robot.
What was that movie with?
Oh,
What was that
that
movie with
reminds
him
me.
and
Robots.
the blonde chick with the real short hair and she wore like the red gloves with the fingers like cut off? What was that?
I don't know.
It was like she was his best friend. And he was like, she was in love with him, but he would love another chick.
Yes,
And by
and
the,
then by the end they
Some
end up
Kind of
together.
Wonderful.
some
Yeah.
kind of wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
that was
right.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
You didn't know it, and you just pulled that one out.
Frank told me.
Excellent.
Frank told
Paul.
you. Oh, Frank.
Frank.
Have you ever seen? This is an Eric Stoltz movie, and it's a deep cut. And if you've seen it, I'll be so impressed. And if you haven't seen it, watch it, but beware. Killing Zoe.
Yes,
You've
I have
seen-
seen Killing
Heard of
Zoe.
it. I never saw it. No.
Yes,
There's a scene
I
in
have
that
heard it.
movie
there were a bunch of scenes in that
where
movie.
he passes out in a French bar.
Yes,
And they drug him.
yes.
And then they.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more than one scene of him passing out in a French bar.
There may be.
Yeah,
Like-
they take
like,
the
what,
bathroom.
bitch
yeah,
can't
they-
hold
yeah,
his
yeah,
liquor.
yeah.
Holy shit.
What do they do? Like sexual things too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you could.
butt.
Yeah. You just come on. Why were you dancing around? Why are you beating around the bush?
I don't know. I don't know
okay.
what to say. I
Okay,
don't
so
know what to
clearly
say.
I'm not seeing that movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Well,
Yeah.
it's dark. It's dark.
Yeah.
But
you
you,
could-
you like Reservoir Dogs, and that's a dark movie.
You can go online though and look up and see pictures of Eric Stoltz in the Marty McFly gear and everything.
Really?
Yeah, like
It just didn't work out.
in the scenes.
There's scenes. I think in the DVD they have to
Oh,
put
wow.
scenes.
Yeah,
on
his
there.
vibe just it wasn't
Yeah.
there.
He was kind of like a creepy.
Well, I mean,
Marty.
does anybody Michael J. Fox the way Michael J. Fox does?
You can't Michael J.
No,
Fox
it was
unless
so
you're Michael J.
good.
No,
Fox.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. So thank God that worked out.
Oh, dude.
You brought up robots. Can I talk about robots real quick? Did you hear what happened?
Is this going to be some weird story about like a robotic camera thing that's going to go on forever? We don't have time for that shit.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Quintas.
Quintas. They had 3 robots. This is very recent. 3 robots, all built the same operating system,
Yes.
same everything.
Right.
They gave it a human being test. So
I read
basically,
this.
you saw it, right?
Yeah,
They give it. There's a
scary.
test where you can give where the questions will only somebody who has empathy or self-awareness.
Self-awareness, that's the word they
will,
use.
will answer the question. So the same 3 robots, they ask the question, and one of the robots answers it. It's the first time.
Come on, it had to be like rigged.
No, that's like scary as shit. No one wants to hear that.
Skynet.
Wait.
is
Yeah,
here.
I know.
Yeah.
So the machine
Robopocalypse.
became
Wait.
aware.
The machine became aware.
I'm not even
Wait,
kidding. The last time I was there, we talked about the book Robopocalypse. That's the book,
Yeah, man.
Robopocalypse. You guys,
It's the
like,
beginning right now.
Wait,
Mark
yeah.
the date.
It was 3 robots.
3 robots.
built exactly the same way.
Exactly the same way. All on Microsoft's Windows 98. Right?
Wait, but
That part's not true. But they were all built exactly the
60%.
same. 60% of it.
but remember, are you sure that we were all?
I
built?
mean, I'm as sure as the news source that told it to me.
yeah. But what happened? What did he say? Like, what?
They-
It doesn't matter if they were built differently or the same. One of them has self-awareness, which means it's practically a fucking human,
yeah,
but
it got up,
better.
it like raised its hand and was like, "Well, I have self-awareness because the fact that I'm even answering this question means that I'm aware.
Like if
The
I
robot said
if I was
that.
there, if I
What
was
did the other robot say?
They didn't say anything.
They didn't say anything.
That's the point.
If I was there for that test, I would just been like,
I would have ran.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, like that's how
I gotta
that's
look this up.
Terminator's coming.
I gotta look this up. I feel like someone was like, this is gonna be a huge.
Dennis, look that up. This is
gonna
the
be-
link.
This is gonna be like a huge.
can we replace Dennis with a self-aware robot? It would probably be better.
I can't wait till that. Well, no, we don't want the robot
No.
to be self-aware. We want to replace Dennis with like the robot from like Rocky 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh
like
yeah, the one that serves you drinks and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and spills them.
and spills
But
them.
what if you got like a self-aware robot that was fucking awesome? Like
There's
not
no such thing,
No.
man, because that self-aware robot's going to make more of them, and it's going to be exponential. And
What's
we're
the
all
movie
gonna
with
die.
Will Smith?
iRobot. Yes.
iRobot, yeah.
Yes, the 3 directives. Yes.
Yeah.
The 3 laws.
I mean, anything that could be thought of and made into a movie will become reality. The Star Trek theory we've talked about, you know, like it all happens. So why wouldn't Terminator happen?
And they did just discover a planet
Yes.
that has a sun just as far away from us. But I mean, it's like,
Where'd you read this on Facebook?
no, in an article. Yahoo.
Okay.
Thank you, Google News. Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has liquid water there, so I mean, come on. There's probably life there. It's 3 times the size of Earth.
Wow.
I wonder if they have self-aware robots.
Yeah. Do they
I wonder if they have software people.
do they podcast on
let's
this
go
planet?
there.
You got pods on there?
You
Like,
gotta
maybe.
wonder.
I would subscribe to those.
Yeah.
Ming Chen, you would try and get to those.
Yeah, I would. I would try to pod on that planet.
And this the thing they just sent past Pluto.
Yes.
The-
The thing. Yes.
The it's not a satellite.
It's like a telescope or something,
Telescope.
right? Yeah. Is that what it is? Or
how it's traveling 30.
So sad.
It's traveling 36,000 miles an hour.
yes.
36,000 miles.
Yes. That's very fast.
And it just went by and took a bunch of pictures and
yeah.
just keep going
and
into
then it beamed it
interstellar.
back. Yeah.
And it takes 4 hours to send a signal, 4.5 hours to send a signal to it, 4.5 hours to get something back.
Yeah. It's very far away. Yes.
So it's 9 hours.
Yes. And
crazy.
meanwhile, we're sitting here taking selfies of each other. And, yeah.
Okay, so
Which
Okay.
move did you receive?
this is a video of the robot. He asked the question.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it on the YouTube channel.
Right. It's a video of the dude getting beaten to death by the robot. And what's
Now
he
watch, the
doing?
robot's going to stand
Okay.
up.
All right. And it. Oh. Oh.
Sorry, I know now. I was able to prove that I was not given a domain pill.
So creepy.
So
So it.
Like
it
that
answered-
to me is
those were the 3 robots, and that one is self-aware.
Wow.
that to me is just like the creepiest thing in the voice. Oh,
So what'd they do with
God.
it after? They
That's
just
a toy.
Hopefully destroyed it
hopefully
immediately.
Fucking shot
like
it in the
shattered
head.
it into a
That's a
million
good
pieces.
question.
Yes.
They should have put
Seriously,
that in a
Ming,
trash
Ming,
compactor.
you started reading Robopocalypse. That's
did.
not Robopocalypse right there. Like that is
Or
fucking.
did they paint it silver and like, dead or alive, you are coming with me? Well, that's what I would do, right?
Now, if you kicked it and it was like, ow,
Yeah,
then you'd be like, oh, fuck.
we're dead. We're all dead.
It's just like you equip that thing with like some guns on his arms. Like that thing stands up. And
You won't have to. That's the thing. Like if it decides to do that, it
It's
will
gonna
just
do it to
make-
himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Drop your weapon. You have 10
Yeah,
seconds
yeah.
to comply.
Like exactly. Next time that,
RoboCop now.
Yeah.
next time that
RoboCop,
thing
man.
stands up, it's gonna be killing some people. Like
These mics remind me of RoboCop.
A little bit, yes.
What about Johnny Five? That's the robot I want.
Johnny Five alive,
Yeah.
or is he dead now?
I don't know. He's cool.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll play some top or bottom.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
So
it.
this is what we're doing. We're doing the crossover pod. We're doing the whole $6 Million Man Bionic Woman thing again. And well, I think we did it once. And,
Yeah.
And it proved successful. But it worked out for them in the 70s. So we start up some top and bottom here,
Yeah.
and then we finish it on
On
PBR
PBR.
podcast.
Yeah.
So if you want to know what happens, you got to go over there.
We should tell your listeners where they can find us. We never did that.
Okay.
Did that at the
Yes.
top.
Yes. Please plug everything.
I mean, you can find us at pbrpodcast.com. All our social media.
Yeah. On social media, we're at PBR Pod. Mm-hmm. We're also on a YouTube, but there we're youtube.com/pizzabeerrevolution.
Yes.
okay.
And
I mean, you can get to everything off of our website.
Yeah.
So check.
yeah, follow us on Instagram and all that stuff. Just pbrpodcast.com. You'll find everything there.
Yeah. It's not that. Yeah. You guys are everywhere.
Yeah, we try to be.
As we try.
And that's Mike Polano.
And that's Derek D.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are great friends of ours. And
Thank you for having us on
we're,
the
show,
we're,
man.
we're all like local podcasters,
Right,
like, trying
right.
to take over the world.
Are we?
Intertwined, right? There's so many connections.
Yes. And the crossing over is the best thing.
It is
ever.
cross-pollination.
Cross-pollination.
I like to call it cross-mogenation.
Yeah.
Our mojos.
Yeah. I always mention chocolate and peanut butter, but Quintas here is allergic to peanuts, so that would kill.
But
her.
like still like peanut butter and jelly.
What's your favorite What's your favorite combo? Oh, then I mentioned apple and kale.
Apple and kale is nobody's favorite combo.
Yeah, like apples and orange. No, those are opposites.
No, those are opposites. Yeah.
I eat them together.
Again, apple and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Or caramel, since I can't.
Okay.
What?
Chocolate. And
Why?
Because I'm allergic, I'll die.
But when did that
You'll
happen?
have to take that EpiPen to my heart.
When did that happen? You are so deprived. Peanuts are the best.
So good.
Peanut butter.
I mean, don't you ever take a big tablespoon and just stick it in the Skippy and just lick it?
Man.
You know what I mean?
Man.
You've never done that. You can't. Can you do that and then hit yourself with the pen?
Yeah.
No.
Like that. I love peanut butter.
Oh God.
Hit me, you know?
What the hell's in a little peanut that fucks you up so much? I
Right?
don't get it.
I know, right? Have no idea. Yeah.
I guess God just made me better than you.
Jesse, have you ever? Do you like peanut butter?
Yo, yeah, bitch.
Jesse Pinkman loves. I don't know if you guys know Jesse Pinkman, but he's a friend of ours. Derek and I pick him up every now and then. He helps out, and he loves peanut
I
butter.
thought he lived in Albuquerque.
Well, yeah, he left, man. You saw the end episode.
Yo, I have to get out of there. Cause Mr. White killed all those other dudes. And I was trying to live. Yo, I gotta sell meth.
What about Donald Trump? How does he feel about peanuts?
Peanuts are bitches. You're fired.
Don, would you ever let Jesse Pinkman work for you?
Yes.
Jesse, would you work for Don?
He's fucked.
Yo, Mr. Trump. Yo, I could sell mad drugs for you.
Wait, can you just say bitch for me?
Bitch.
Yeah, Mr. White.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, science.
My favorite thing.
Yes, science. Yeah, I lost my voice a little bit, so I'm hoarse. Bitch.
Been smoking a lot of meth, huh, Jesse?
Yo, so much. I mean, no.
So, on your pod, you do a game called Top or Bottom, where we explain Top or Bottom.
We'll rock that sexy music.
Oh,
man.
yeah, you want the music?
It's a little different, like to talk about the music.
Okay.
I guess you call it like our PBR flagship, right?
Yeah.
Ding.
The music be louder.
Hey, can you turn the music up a little?
Up? Turn it up?
Yeah.
It's like super loud.
This is like our staple. You guys, all three of you guys have been a guest on the show at one point. Derek, before you were the co-host, right? You were on as a guest.
Yeah.
So you all played, but it's like the flagship of PBR.
Yeah.
It's a way to get to know your guest in a game without sitting there and like really interviewing them, if you will, right? Did you guys feel that way?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's always tailored to the guest.
It's like when you take a test, it's like a true-false test, basically.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So I know. I like to say we play a game called Top or Bottom. I give you two topics. If those two things were in a relationship, which one would be on the top? Which one would be on the bottom?
Right.
And we round table it.
Okay.
Right. So we tailored one for Sam and Ming.
Okay.
So
we're gonna do one here, and
No,
then we'll
I don't
continue
think-
the rest,
I don't
or are we
know,
gonna,
man.
or do we stop here?
I don't know. What do you guys?
wanna listen
I
to
think
this?
if you want to hear Top or Bottom and the
Actually,
continuation.
give us your first one, and then we'll answer
Okay.
on yours.
All right. So Top or Bottom, number one, Ming. We'll start with you, and we'll round table it. Democrats or Republicans?
Ooh. All right. To be continued.
If you want to hear that, you're gonna have to go to pbrpodcast.com.
Oh, I love it.
Or get it on iTunes.
Go to iTunes and
Write a
subscribe.
review while you're there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 5-star that shit.
5-star the hell out of that
5-star the
shit.
hell out of that
Apparently
shit.
it matters.
It does.
Oh, it matters.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It
matters.
And subscribe. That matters.
Subscribe.
too.
We like that too.
Get
And
us up
check
on
it
the
out.
rankings. All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you.
Coming all the way over here. You didn't bring the big ass Tupperware bin. That you,
Yeah,
you
no.
bring. I love you guys. You bring your own gear.
Well,
To
yeah.
pod here at the home of the comic book man, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Thank you for having us
You guys
here.
are
Thank you
here.
very much.
Welcome
Thank you for
anytime.
coming.
Thank you.
And I just love this relationship that we have.
The cross pile.
Yes, the cross pod.
I love it.
Oh, and when we get to your, I got a cool thing to tell you about, which on PBR podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So all right. Well, thank you everybody. And,
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Sam.
Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you.